to be just like Michelangelo into the blue on heavenly wings. Cargo ham bones don't take off, no smoke, no mirror, no strings. I can't take off these dark shades. I can only say how it's too beautiful. Our town on TV. Our town, there's you and me. Upside down, hanging out of an airplane.
Welcome to Amesbury, our town. Welcome to the segment of Our Town. We're at National Night Out at the high school with Police Officer Tom Hanshaw, who's been here since the beginning of the night outs, right?
Almost, yeah. This is our 22nd or 23rd here in Amesbury. Wow. This is actually nationally the 35th annual National Night Out, so we've been a part of quite a few of them, yes.
Is there any that sticks out more than, are they all about the same to you?
Oh, they're all different. We have different things this year. We've got Northeast Chill, which is a motorcycle demo team. They're performing. Yes, they've some pretty cool stunts. Yeah. We've got former Bruins Ken Hodge Jr. and Rick Middleton have also stopped by. North Shore 104.9, the newest radio station in the area. They're up here broadcasting music. We've got pizza, hot dogs, cookies from McDonald's. Everything's free. It's free family fun. This day and age, and there's not a lot that's
Pizza's
free.
On Tom.
Yeah, that's right. We actually, thanks to the support of Amesbury Youth Funding, we were able to purchase 50 pizzas. So we've got enough to feed this whole army that's out here.
And we appreciate everything you do also.
Thanks, appreciate
now,
that.
There's one little thing I'd like to get into quick.
Sure.
Someone might be retiring within a year from now.
Well, yeah, I have made my decision. Because of my age and the year's service, I've got about another year to go. So I've still got quite a bit of time to go, but yeah, I'll be joining the alumni ranks of APD pretty soon. So.
And you're involved in so much for the community too. From the day I met you, you've done a great job.
Thanks,
and the number of times on Our Town show, you always. Tom always helped me make sure I could do a good job interviewing. I'm still struggling with that, but hey, Tom,
great.
Thank you very much.
Great
Thank you for letting me know about the National Night Out also.
Great. Thanks again for your help.
Hi, I'm here with Rick Middleton of the Bruins. Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Oh, great. Thank you very much for coming here to National Night Out.
My pleasure.
And this guy's got some great stories to tell us about the Bruins and stuff.
Well, you know, over the years, I was fortunate enough to play for 12 years in Boston, 1976 to 88. I got traded from the New York Rangers in May of 76. And when I got traded, Bobby Orr was still on the team in Boston. And when I got to training camp in September, unfortunately, he left. So it's one of my biggest regrets. I never got a chance to play with Bobby. But when I got here, a guy by the name of Don Cherry was the coach. And Don was a fan favorite for sure. And the first 2 years in Boston, we ended up going to the Stanley Cup Finals. We lost them both to Montreal, but what a great experience that is, because the year I got traded from New York, we didn't make the playoffs. So I went from one end of the spectrum right to the other end of the spectrum. And then the third year with Don was a too many men on the ice famous game against Montreal. And that was the end of Don Cherry. The 80s were here. The helmet rule came in. I didn't wear a helmet until my last 2 years with the Bruins because I got a puck in the head in practice, and my mother said I had to put a helmet on or I couldn't play anymore.
Now there's something exciting happening in your life pretty soon, correct?
Yes, yeah. Cam Neely called me the other day, president of the Boston Bruins, and surprised me and told me that the Bruins are going to retire my number 16.
Oh, that's awesome.
And there's only 10 Bruins up there in the history of the franchise going back to the 20s. So just to be, included in that elite group is such an honor. You know, it's really hard to put it into words. I'm still in shock. Still in shock.
That is a big honor.
Well, it is. I mean, if you look at, I played with 5 of them. I played with Ray Bork, Cam Neely, Terry O'Reilly, Johnny Busick at the end of my end of his career, my first year, and Phil Esposito in New York, and almost with Bobby, almost with 6 of them, and the other 4 passed away, so there was no chance.
As just a fan, I used to watch you guys and go crazy watching you guys in a nice way. What's it like to be on the ice with that many people, though?
Well, you know, you kind of get used to it. Right? You know, you obviously when you're growing up playing hockey, you got friends and family in the stands, so you're used to being around crowds. And then as you get older and you play junior hockey, or you know, collegiate or whatever, the crowds get a little bigger. And then when you get into the American Hockey League, which I played my first year in Providence, Rhode Island for the Rangers farm team, the crowds are bigger. So you just kind of grow into it. But you know, you've got to be, and you got to be so focused and paying attention. You don't really hear too much going on in the stands. But some nights there are more fights in the stands than on the ice.
You gotta like to be hit and hit somebody, right?
Or try not to be hit. That was kind of that was how I spent my time, trying not to be hit. You know, if you keep getting knocked down, you're not going to score many goals.
Exactly. Thank you for coming on camera. I appreciate it. Rick Middleton. Thank you. Hi, I'm with Ken Hodge of the Bruins, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his career and what he likes about Amesbury and National Night Out.
I played for the Bruins in 91, 92, 92, 93. I was able to play where my dad played. My dad played in the 70s and 60s with the Bruins and won a couple Stanley Cups with the Bruins, so I had the experience of being part of a Bruins organization. And it was a lot of fun, and got to watch guys like Rick Middleton play and grow up. And when I grew up, and I live in Newburyport, and I'm here supporting the Amesbury stuff because the hockey rink hopefully is going to go up in a couple months or hopefully a year, and hopefully have a job there and be able to meet a lot more people and do a lot more things in the community.
Do you have any nice stories you want to talk about when you played for the Bruins? Anything that somebody doesn't know on camera?
Well, there's a lot of R-rated ones. No. I think just
Tier 1 of that side, right?
I think the very first one was just the very first time I ever stepped on the ice with the Boston Bruins jersey on. You know, my dad had been played there as well, and having all that. Having the mystique of being a Bruins fan and a Bruins person growing up, and just to be able to step on the ice the very first time, and it felt like it was about a 3-foot drop. It probably felt like about a 30-foot drop the first time I got on the ice, and I think my shift might have lasted about 5 seconds because I was so nervous and so excited.
It's got to be so much fun playing any level sport like that.
Yeah, it is, and just to be able to play where my dad played, it was just an honor, and to play for the Bruins as well is just an honor as well.
And so how long have you been in Newburyport?
I've been there for 22 years, so I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, exactly.
Why haven't you come on my show before then?
My son just graduated from Newburyport High School this year, and my daughter graduated a few years ago. So, we're empty nesters this year, so it'll be a little adjustment, but it'll be fun.
Thank you very much for coming on camera.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you. Ken Hodge. The American Red Cross van with Deb Duxbury, and she's a district manager.
Hi, we're here with our trucks today. This is the truck that we respond when we go to fires. What the Red Cross does when we go to fires, we help the clients that are affected. We give them money for food and clothes and shelter money for hotel stay. We also today, inside the truck, we have disaster preparedness information fire information, if people are affected by a fire or a flood. We have storm prep information that will be right around the corner. We also have information, we have a program that we give out free 10-year battery smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors, so we can go and install detectors to people.
And it looks like you really enjoy your work too.
I love my work. I've been an employee since '89.
Wow, nice. This truck is relatively new?
This truck is about 10 years old,
Yeah.
but it responds to fires from Methuen to Salisbury Beach,
great.
the Newburyport area, and that area.
Our area.
I don't know.
Our area right here, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on camera, Deb.
Thank
Deb
you.
Duxbury from American Red Cross.
We are checking out the scenes, checking out some of the cool trucks. This is my boy William. Will, what do you think? You have fun? What's your favorite truck? The flatbed tow truck? Can you give the camera a thumbs up? Yeah!
I'm here with Amesbury's Mayor Ken Gray at National Night Out. It's a great turnout. It's a little bit warm. Nice to meet you again.
Hello.
I don't see you
Good
that
to
often.
see you. Good to see you. It's always.
What do you
good
think
to
about
see
the
you.
turnout?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful, and it's like hot, muggy night. At least the sun has gone behind some clouds, and it's not horrible. So.
Can you just talk a little bit about your car while we're here?
Oh, sure. This is it's a 1957 Thunderbird. It's pretty much exactly like it was when it left the factory. How many years ago was that? That's like 41 years ago.
I'll go with you.
Okay, close enough. I don't know. I don't really know. Or is it 51 years ago? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's 51 years ago. It's it's got the original interior. Oh, actually, everything's been rebuilt on the car,
Yeah.
but everything to original specifications.
Great shape.
So,
What size motor?
It's a 312 cubic inch. Yeah. So,
Keep really good gear. Have you been any long trips with it or
any what kind of?
long trips?
No, we don't take it out very much at all. We drive around town or maybe go down to Gloucester or something on a nice sunny Sunday. That's about it.
Well, thank you for coming
All right.
and talking. Anything new? Any new news or anything you want to tell us?
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff going on all the time, right? You know how it is. But nothing I want to announce, I guess, at this point.
Okay, we did try. We did try. We did try. And the mayor does say he loves the Our Town show.
You know what? I do love the Our Town show. So, and we actually have one of your hats in my office.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And the mayor, yeah, you're doing it in the
We do,
office.
yep.
And the mayor, both of them had the mayor, and we got
Yeah.
one for Rosie. I'm going to give it.
Oh, nice.
Don't tell anybody though.
That'd be nice.
Thank you for coming on camera,
All
man.
right. All right. Take
Great
care.
night.
Right.
Hi, I'm here with Deputy Fire Chief James Nolan. What do you think of tonight?
It's a good night. It's a little warm. Crowd isn't as big as it's been in the past, but with the weather, it's tough. We're trying to support everybody. We have the misting fans out, so that people cool off a little bit and have some water.
And then we have like 3 different trucks here.
Yeah, we the engine's leaving right now to go on a call. We have the engine, we have the ladder, and we have the forestry or the utility now, and it's we use that for brush fires and stuff.
Yeah.
So we hook up to the hydrant here, and we run the hose out, and the kids shoot the water at a target to simulate fire.
How high does that truck, the ladder go?
Ladder truck's 110 feet. Usually what we do is we bring it up to about 80 degrees. The optimum operating height is 80 degrees, 80 feet.
Yeah.
But we can reach 110 feet if needed. That flows water. It has if you notice, there's a black pipe going up the top.
Yep.
That's a waterway, so that if we have a fire, we can extend the waterway out and douse the fire with it's like a portable hose.
For the community, how many trucks do we have?
We have 3 engines, 1 ladder, 2 ambulances, the squad. The utility is out of service right now, and 3 command cars.
And then the one on Elm Street and the main one down by the police station?
Correct. The Elm Street station is closed right now. We had a failure of the floor there, but it's being checked out to be repaired. But everything right now is at headquarters.
Well, thank you very much, and good luck in your career, and thank you for your service.
No problem. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out.
Welcome to Amesbury, our town.
Police Chief Bill Schultz. How are you doing, sir?
All right, good to see you again.
First time I really interviewed him on camera.
That's good.
What do you think about tonight, National Night Out?
I think it's great. We're not always sure what the weather's going to do for us. Tonight it's a little warm, but we had a great turnout. We got a lot of participants, some new ones. I think it's a great turnout from our staff, the fire staff, and the citizens coming in. I think it's a great night, and hopefully it'll cool off a little bit, and we'll have a super night as we move on.
It's really great what the police department does for the town of Amesbury, and I think like Rosemary back in the olden days was talking about how we shared our ideas with them so that other communities do the same thing we do here.
Sure. I know just talking to Rosie a couple of weeks ago that she's going to be leaving for good.
Yeah.
She's found a new residence far south of here, and she's going to be missed. She keeps us on our toes, but she also she helps us promote ourselves to the community and work with the community and make sure that we have good programs and that we're in touch with what's going on in the community. So Rosemary's, she's a huge staple right now. She's going to be sorely missed, but she's started some great things, and we're hoping to keep those traditions going.
Do you have any new programs coming about that you can talk about?
We're in the process right now. We have 2 school resource officers, and one of the things that the schools wanted was more of a presence by the police department.
Yeah.
So we're in the process right now of adding 2 more. In order to do that, we've had to kind of redo our scheduling a little bit. But with that, that'll allow our school resource officers to do some coaching. We have a couple of guys. One of the guys is a track and field coach. We have one of the guys a football coach, basketball coach.
So there's more interaction.
Yeah. So that's all part of it, is getting the guys integrated into the community.
Yeah.
Most of the guys and gals that are doing it live in Amesbury. Most of them are well known within the community. So it works out better for all of us. And I like having that hand in the community where if someone has an issue, they can go to their, for lack of a better term, liaison for the police department and say, hey, look, I'm having this issue. Can you guys help me? And I think that that goes both ways. So
The good news is you don't look stressed out, so this job is good for you, right?
I'm a year into the position. I was sworn in last July. You never know what you're going to get when you move up into a new position. I'm very, very fortunate that I took over a great group. The folks that we have are out there every day. One of the things I like is I tell the guys to go out and have fun. This is a tough job to have fun in, but you can have fun and do the job and be part of the community. So the biggest thing I can say is the group that I have is outstanding, and they do a great job. They're out there every day, and they have the community's best interest at heart.
It's the enthusiasm, like with Tommy, and you can see it. They're proud of the uniforms, the way they wear them, but they're not. Sometimes the old days, police officers scare people.
Sure.
And that's not the face they're wearing today.
Yeah. I mean, we come from a storied past, and we have as society changes, we have to change. And with that, our involvement with the community and working with them as opposed to against them is huge. We need to continue that. One of the things that I tried to push forward was getting our guys involved with the civic groups. Ron Gilmet, who's one of our school resource officers, is actually the president of Kiwanis.
Oh, wow.
Those are the things that we want. Those are the type of involvement that we want. We can't do this job alone.
Right.
And we know that. So
I want to thank you for taking the time to do this, because that's what this is all about. National Night Out is that the police, the fire, get a chance to talk to the community.
Absolutely.
So,
my pleasure.
Amesbury Police Chief Bill Schultz.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm with Russ Munroe, Executive Director of ACT 12, and we're here to let people see how they do a green screen.
Yes, we are. We're having fun with it today. This is the first time we've done this with our new van at National Night Out, and it's a lot of fun.
Now you can do 3 or 4 different things at the same time in this van. This is brand new to Amesbury.
Yeah, we christened it last fall for football, and it's been great. There's a computer in there called the TriCaster, and it does a lot of great stuff, including chroma keying, which is what's going on here for the weather report and so forth that we're trying to get the kids to pretend that they're doing.
Do you 3 men in there, or people? I don't want to say men.
We can put 3 or 4 people in there, sound, video control, directing. Hopefully we'll get slow motion in there at some point.
And go live?
Yep, we go live for every game.
About what does one of these things cost?
Boy, all the elements of this, we're close to $100,000.
That's new technology. That's up to date. It's probably the best one around the area.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, could be. There are a few around, but yeah, we're lucky enough to have some nice equipment in our
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to do this. Russ Munroe. Hi, I'm with Danielle, the marketing manager.
Yeah, Danielle Sear, the marketing manager from New Hampshire Motor Speedway, here to promote all of the events we have coming up this summer. We just finished our NASCAR Cup weekend, which will be returning to the track on July 21st, 2019. But still to come in 2018, we have Hot Import Nights in August, which is a really cool drifting event. A lot of neat cars, a lot of imports come in up to our facility. We're only about an hour and 10 minutes, or not even, from Amesbury, so it's a quick little trip.
Yeah.
And then in September, for the first time ever, we have a brand new event called the Full Throttle Fall Weekend. That's going to kick off with the Pinty Series, which is a brand new series that is coming down from Canada. We have the K&N point leaders from Europe and Mexico coming down. So it's the first ever K&N global event that's going to take place in the United States. And then we're going to finish it off with the Musket 250, which has a $25,000 purse and a $25,000 lap money per. And the total purse for this race is $181,000. It's a phenomenal race. The mods are always the best race at New Hampshire Motor Speedway anyways. And to watch these guys race 250 laps is going to be phenomenal. Tickets for that in advance are only $35. We're actually having camping on property for that event as well, and camping is going to start at $40 as well. We're just really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun.
two things about you. You're very enthusiastic, and then you really know your job, so that's good. They put the right spot in a good spot for you.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, we're just really excited. New Hampshire, we're growing. We have a ton of different events. When people think that we hold NASCAR and that's it, they forget that also in the fall in October we hold, it's called the Pumpkin Chunkin' Festival, and we're working on having some craft beer type festival there as well at the same time. They launch pumpkins up to a mile at our property, and the 24 Hours of Lemons, it takes place, which is a riot. If you haven't seen what that entire event is all about, you have to Google it. People have cars. The cars themselves can only be worth $500. They can put into whatever they want for safety, but the cars are a riot. The guys are in costumes. The cars are all decked out, and then they make up silly things for like a penalty where their keys get thrown in a jar of mayonnaise and they have to dig them out. And it's a really cool event to watch. And that's the same weekend as the Chunkin' Festival. And then we still have our Gift of Lights, which is a charity event in December. It's a 2-mile loop through our track and all around our facility, because we do have 1,100 acres that people drive through Christmas lights. So it's really fun.
Now, this is a pace car, actual pace car?
Yeah, this is a pace car that is we bring to a lot of events. When NASCAR comes, they bring their own, but this is one we let fans sit in. We hang out. We bring it to all different events all around New England for the entire year.
Is it juiced up? Pretty well stocked?
It definitely has a little bit more than a normal Camry. But
it's your dad's Camry.
Exactly, but it's still street legal. So I can't turn the lights on. But even still, when I'm driving around, people still think a cop's coming and they get out of my way. So
don't I have a great job interviewing people like you that are just so enthusiastic about what they do?
Yeah, you do.
Okay? Just like Michelangelo into the blue on heavenly wings. Cargo ham bones don't take off, no smoke, no mirror, no strings. I can't take off these dark shades. I can only say how it's too beautiful. Our town on TV. Our town, there's you and me. Upside down, hanging out of an airplane.